Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Saturday Night Murdathon. Uh, got a couple things going on here. First of all, this is probably going to be a relatively short live stream. Not a hell of a lot's going on. We do have one breaking development in the Neely Blanchard case. There's going to be a deposition coming up, and this stars uh, no less than Kirk Pendergrass. And in early February, Kirk Pendergrass is going to be um, giving a deposition to M&M Court Reporting up in Idaho. Um, Now, it's not known that because of this deposition, if he will be called to come down to Ocala or not when the trial starts. That um, remains to be seen. But Kirk is going to be deposed. Not sure if I've got the. Let me see if I can. I've got it up here. I don't know if you guys can read it, but I'm going to double check my. Uh, February 2nd, 11:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And there is going to be a link for a Zoom conference. I don't know if this is going to be publicly available or not, but at any rate, Kirk Pendergrass is going to be um, interviewed by the prosecution in the Neely Blanchard case. Um, the Neely Blanchard case is on schedule to go into trial on the 4th of March or so. So, barring any changes, it will um, go ahead as planned. Good evening, Mark, or hello, Mark, as this goes over many time zones. Um, Another thing that's been going on is um, rather strange is that the HomeSeth blog has been going after Elon Musk, saying that he is um, going to be subpoenaed to appear in this lawsuit that he has going on in the state of Tennessee. That is if a judge does not dismiss the case, because the latest entry he did in court on the 14th of December is very much like the one he did previously that was slammed by the judge. And more than likely, he is going to. Um, oh boy, we got someone decided to post a porn in here. Well, that takes care of that. Probably the haters are doing this to try and screw up the board, um, which is par for the course. But Timmy's decided for whatever reason to include Elon Musk in this mess. And on the Delphi trial, um, the defense sought a motion to have all inquiries about finance requests having to do with defense cost, expert witnesses, that sort of thing. And that was granted by the judge. So that part of the um, deposition is going to be kept from public, from the public. There has been no ruling on the request by defense for the change of venue. to move the case outside of Minnesota, or I mean out of Delphi, Indiana, and so we don't know what's going to be the fate of the trial as far as being located in um, Delphi, Indiana. Now, one thing I'm doing, I'm trying to go into Marion County and see if, well, hope you get better, Mark. I know, there's stuff going around, the flu and the COVID is acting up again. We're having what they call a tridemic, I guess, because there's three things going around. Just get plenty of rest and all that noise. Well, let's see what we got going on. I've been having trouble with the searching. Marion County's been having trouble with their search engine. And it's still acting up for whatever reason. So we're not going to be able to do anything there. As far as I can tell, everything is still on track. And there's no changes as far as anything that's been present in the case. And it's like I said, this is probably going to be a relatively short chat. That's an old chat, so that's. And as usual, the Telegram crowd is tuning in. Welcome, Telegram trolls. Another thing that is also kind of interesting is Tim Holmseth has never explained what evidence he has on the Sig Sauer. He said he filed something with the Delphi court, which is probably the same malarkey he's posted before, but nothing that has to do with the gun. Absolute zero. Yes, he is. He's apparently sending malarkey to them. He's actually defending Mr. Allen, saying that Mr. Allen was set up to take the fall for something. Even though he offers no proof of this, he just puts it up there like he does all this stuff. And there's been no information having to do with what it is he sent them. Anything that Delphi gets, the law enforcement, either Indiana State Police, the county sheriff, or anything, that stuff remains pretty well closed off. So more than likely, it's gonna get ignored. And something else that I noticed, and I'm gonna have to go to a different source for this one, but there seems to be a blog that's got these people all worked up. And what's surprising about it is the blog is actually telling the truth, and they don't like the truth. And let's see, I'm not finding that for some reason. Oh, here we go. This particular blog, I'm going to put the link to it here so people can read it. But what I'm going to do is And what it basically says is Timothy Charles Humseth filed a complaint that purportedly rises under the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organization Act against defendants Levi Page, Alexander Anacor Goddard, and 25 John Does. Plaintiff also paid the civil filing fee. And, this is actually all they did was take the um, Page off the court. And uh, in essence, the judge said, quote, rambling narrative that heavily laden and irrelevant discussion, sweeping conspiracy theories, and personal attacks. And the judge instructed Homeseth to either correct this mess or he was going to dismiss it. And the submission that was put in on December 14th is a repeat of the old material, so the judge is probably going to dismiss it. As of the latest filing, the judge has not ruled yet. And someone by the name of Teresa Fighting for Justice is going to has made a threat and sent a message to me, and it reads as follows: maybe you will report that I will be submitting an amicus brief, amicus curiae, friend of the court, with information about Goddard. Look up the phrase similar transactions information from Steubenville will be used. A town and the youth targeted by domestic terrorists. Remember, anonymous. Wait and see what I have in store for your girlfriend. Well, Teresa left out something. Anonymous was not Alexander Goddard. She had nothing to do with Anonymous. Anonymous was um, a rather interesting young gentleman from um, Kentucky. He called himself um, can't remember for sure, but it was NightSec and all this. And he was eventually arrested and charged with hacking the sports site, served several years in jail, was on probation for quite a long time. And as a matter of fact, he's only recently come off probation. And so that was that. Any participation with Anonymous was not uh, by Mr. Lassiter. It was actually a different individual that had nothing to do with the attacks. What is left out of this is that Goddard managed to bring attention to the problem of date rape, and especially by these sports team players in high school. The individuals were charged with digital rape. They admitted to it, and they have served their time, and it's all out there. Now, if this woman wants to pursue anything against Goddard, that's her business. I don't know how far she thinks this is going to go, but these people seem to want to live in the past for eternity, and so that's the way it is. And there's been false reports about Goddard raping a guy, and that's not what happened. That apparently these people don't know the statutes. Um, the guy was trying to rape a friend of hers. and he was lured to the house with a promise of sex. And, she may have handled it in a rather odd manner, but it was not rape. These people need to get their definitions figured out before they go around falsely accusing people of that. Now, there was a lawsuit that was settled. Apparently, she had accused somebody of something, but they settled the lawsuit. She said she apologized for it and said she should have said alleged, so that once that was done, the matter was dropped. There was no monetary settlement or nothing. That was just one of these things that happened. Um, so that's just the way it goes. But there's always going to be this situation come up, and it's just the way it is. So if these people want to pursue this, even after it came out that these young men did molest this young teenager, and they could have been charged with pedophilia, so they're damn lucky they got charged with digital rape and actually got a slap on the wrist. It could have been much, much worse for these gentlemen, so they should count themselves as lucky. But because this is Alexander Goddard we're talking about, they decided that they are going to be rape apologists, and they are going to disregard what happened to the young lady for the sake of getting even with Alex Goddard. But that's the way these people work, and that's unfortunate. And the same woman is also attacking Kim Pacazio, which, you know, old news. They've never heard of sarcasm, I guess, but this is because one of their favorites over there, a troll that assumes like 20 or 30 different um, usernames, uh, posts pictures of people's underwear. But, that's the lack of maturity that these people have over there. But again, um, Timmy's jealous because she wound up getting national attention. She's gotten awards from women's groups. She's appeared on CNN, HLN, which really puts a fire up Timmy's ass because he doesn't get the attention he wants, which is why he's gone after General Flynn and Lynn Wood, because they won't give him the attention he wants. And it's the same reason he went after David Straight. Everybody he goes after, he's mad at because they won't give him any attention. And so he lashes out. That's why he went after Kim Bacazio to begin with. It's because she lashed out, she told him no. And so that's that. So they can't seem to understand that they're being made fools of. Timmy's only on the right wing websites. Oh, and the fake task force is here. No, Tim Holmseth did not turn him down. HLN turned him down. They even went to CNN to try and get the attention of producers there, and they were escorted off the property and trespassed. So, you can come in here and troll this channel, even though you've been disowned by Infiltrated. So, but it's funny, Tim Task Force has to come in here and she has to whine, or he or it, whoever Task Force is, because Task Force isn't over in the PPTF. Yeah, I wonder why that is. I wonder why Task Force is not over on PPTF. No, it's not fake for my team. Infiltrated, for all I know, it's you pretending to be Task Force because nobody seems to know who Task Force is. Holmeseth hasn't said anything about Task Force. Randy hasn't said anything about Task Force. And it's not my people. You know, because I have banned Task Force in the past and she comes right back. And so at this point, I really don't care. You know, there's 18 or 19 people I have in here, half of which are trolls from Teleturd um, that seem to have a burr up their ass. What's this about? Does address what? Of course I pick and choose. It's my show. I can pick and choose what I want. You pick and choose what you want over on the fake PPTF channel. So, you know, it's called editorial control. Funny when, you know, you put Mountain Dew on a green screen and this is what happens. Oh boy, she's gonna make memes of her own. You know, that's all you're capable of is making memes. You know, you like to make false content, so have at it. You know, that's what Teleturd is for turds like you. You know, I thought that they didn't like Astro over there. I guess they changed their mind. Yeah, it helps the channel because it adds viewing hours to my channel, and this puts me in better standing with um oh oh you know what fake stuff you made. You're using different usernames like PWS Builder and you know doing all this stuff with Whitey Bulger and whatever. So you're not fooling anybody. Funny how that channel picked up. That channel's been dead all day until I came on the air. Well, Alexandra will go after anybody that'll give her attention, apparently. And, you know, Astro is in there under several different, excuse me, usernames. And Alexandra doesn't know how to find her. It's real easy, but apparently um, Alexandra doesn't have the technical expertise and understand um, how Telegram works and how easy it is to track people down. But, you know, eventually they'll find out. Well, you know, Infiltrated Against Truth says that it's all about me. Well, you're the one over on Telegram writing about me. You're tuning in to my live stream, so I guess it is about me. Oh, I'm supposed to tell you, Paula, that you're a slave, according to the Infiltrated Fart Truth over on Teleturd. You know, that's typical name calling and stuff going on over there. Oh, now Punisher for Truth is in here, and Infiltrated is going to say that Punisher for Truth is a fake. Um, so I'll put this up. Yeah, so how about it, Infiltrated? Is this somebody real? Is this you? Or is this a fake? Waiting to hear from Infiltrated by Truth. Newsflash, dummy, this ain't your chat. Yeah, not me. Okay, so well, it disappeared. But Punisher for Truth, you've been called out of fraud by Alexandra. So there you go. And it's Truth Punisher, and the channel is Infiltrated. Alexandra is the biggest fraud along with Noller. Well, if you're talking about the Canadian Alexandra, I wholly agree with you. But it's funny, Punisher for Truth, I don't know why you come in here because they don't back you up over on Telegram. They say you're a fraud, but knock yourself out. Cuckoo Bird is going cuckoo over on Telegram. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Must be her brain got frostbitten up there in Canada with all the cold weather. Ah, well, Infiltrated, you guys decided that he was part of the Delphi murders. He doesn't like playing around with stupid people, and so he's staying off the channel. I mean, it's what you wanted. You're sabotaging my channel. So, he succeeded in that. I don't know what your obsession is with John. He's innocent. Guy dedicates his life to saving lives, and people like this cuckoo bird from Canada go after him. It's weird. Uh, KY Anonymous came in unasked, kind of like Tim Holmseth. He was not asked to come in. He came in on his own. Apparently, you didn't read up. You might want to go and read the court records because it's all in there that Derek Lassiter came in on his own and started all this bullshit. So, it's clear that you're not truly from Steubenville because you certainly don't understand what happened there. Um, you've got all the information wrong. Fireman is out enjoying life, and okay. Do 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 do. Testing 1 2. All right, I had to hook up a new microphone. The headset went bad, so we're back in business. Well, I'll tell you what, Teresa Fighting for Justice, be sure to send me a link. If you're truly from Steubenville, you have my information. And you can send me an email, or else, I'm on Twitter. You can send me something on Twitter, and I'll read the brief. Phone gig wasn't Astro at all. Well, I suppose you can prove that infiltrated. I'd sure like to see the proof. Because it's funny that coincidentally, Astro on her Twitter account, from what I understand, is posting about me again after a long absence. And so, well, go ahead and prove it. You haven't proved anything else yet, so, and not that it matters to me. I really don't care. But, you seem to be awful concerned with this 18-person channel. You talk about it every time I'm on the air. So, what can I say? They're obsessed with men's underwear, I guess, is the only thing I can think of because that's all they talk. They've been posting uh Mass Richard. Oh, we have defamation of John on the phony website over there. Well, if you don't like me being over there, then block me. I don't care. I'm just, you evade the question. Why are you so concerned with this channel? I mean, your channel talks about me, makes false accusations against me, makes false accusations against Fireman John. Tim Holmseth claims to be uh, a spokesman for a task force, which makes him a public figure. So anything he does or says is um, public matter. When we speak truth is hate. So you are declaring that Fireman John is part of the Delphi murders. Uh, well, that's fine because this stuff is being kept as evidence. This Teleturd channel is being archived, and if this laughable suit that Timmy's filed over in Tennessee comes up, um, these false accusations against Fireman John will be brought into court. So, well, you're defaming him. You're the one that's a sick fuck. Fireman John is guilty of nothing. Tim attacked him because he was a moderator on this chat for a total of 15 minutes one time. And that's what you do. You attack people on this channel and make false accusations against them because, this is how obsessed you are with this channel. Your statements. Isn't this interesting? This I remember this story about the guy, uh, the rapist father shot a judge. Um, this is the kind of people that Alex Goddard went after. Um, so you just proved that this is the kind of people that Goddard was fighting against. Now I don't agree 100% on the way she handled things over there, but you know the boys were found guilty and were prosecuted. More than likely would not have been prosecuted if it had not been for the attention that they got from the national media. What, maybe twice? But the thing of it is, even it doesn't matter infiltrated. It doesn't matter how many times Fireman John acted as as a moderator here. What's the problem with him being a moderator? He is not guilty of what you would claim he is guilty of. He had nothing to do with Delphi. He was never in Delphi. It's false accusations and lies by your idol, Tim Homseth. It's the same lies that he tells about me. Oh, fine. Tim Homseth says he is a spokesman for Donald J. Trump, which is false. It's a blatant lie. So what? Why? What's this problem with people being moderators on my channel? Yes, Levi was a mod. So what? What is your concern over people being moderators on this channel? Yes, he did. It says right in his biography. He is one man removed from Donald J. Trump. Oh, he changed his thing around. Government news reporter. But he is one man between Donald Trump. He's a quote media spokesman, media reporter, media whatever for the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force, which is a fraud. Yeah, one man away. That's a lie. And guess who's the man between Timothy Homseth and Donald Trump? The high command is a fraud. Timothy Charles Homseth is a pathological liar. And you people are too stupid to understand that. And no. Timothy Homseth is actually protecting pedophiles. He's protecting an alleged pedophile by the name of who is in the Delphi. He's under arrest. Let me go look at that. Yeah, I wonder how many of these yo-yos are in here. I don't want Expedia. Yeah, this is the. Okay, let's get this up here. Okay, this is the false claims that Tim Homseth makes. He posts, Timothy Charles Homseth is an award-winning news reporter and investigative journalist. He is an FBI witness and a national profile kidnapping case. He captured CIA and FBI child traffickers on tape discussing their Ukraine operations. This is a blatant lie. He has been targeted for a decade. This is a lie. In 2019, Tim came the reporter for the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force. Tim is the only reporter authorized to report original content for the PPTF. There is one man between Tim Timothy Homseth and President Trump, and that one man has never been identified. This is a blatant lie and fraud on the part of Tim Homseth. None of this is true. More false accusation. John Regan's been dead for a decade. I've proven this several times. Well, of course he is effective. These people over on Teleturd, it's amazing that they believe this shit. This shows how absolutely positively stupid these people are. It's what are you gonna do? You can't argue with people that will not accept the truth. He is Bod Hammer working with your buddy Craig Sawyer. Well, I don't have any affiliation with Craig Sawyer. I'm not in contact with Craig Sawyer. Um, so you people can ramble on all this bullshit all you want, but it's not going to change anything. It's just absolutely positively how gullible these people are. It's amazing. That's correct. Ms. Kruger was even interviewed on my program, and she disavowed everything that Tim said about her recordings. And, Tim never heard about uh, the Ukraine until the start of the war because that's what he does. Timothy is jealous of everybody that achieves anything. It's funny. They're going, old Cuckoo is going bananas over there. But, and the funniest thing I've heard is people are going out and buying these $99 digital trading cards, and that's blowing up all over the place. That's turned out to be the biggest fraud yet. Oh, Paula, this troll over on Teleturd says this. Why doesn't Paula tell everyone how she sent messages to people saying she was going to steal Timmy from Randy as if Timmy's property? She's crazy, a real witch. So this was said about Paula over on Teleturd. Where is Charlie? Where is Agent 19? Where is Levi? Well, I suppose they're living their lives in the real world and not on these troll sites trolling people. Maybe they're minding their own business. By whom? Well, it's this infiltrated truth part over on Teleturd. Too bad Timmy won't talk to the one-eyed bandit. Well, I'm beginning to wonder if Timmy's even alive. I mean, he didn't show up in court. He's got a You ought to go over on Teleturd, Ball, and tell them that. Um, there, there, you can read it there, Alex Alexander Cuckoo. Who the hell's a one-eyed bandit? Well, Randy does own a wood chipper. You know, remember the movie Fargo? Oh, the Cowardly Block. Yeah, I'm blocked from that other one too. So what can I say? Yeah, it's oh Lord. Yeah, so much for Timmy's bullshit. Timmy does not have Levi running scared. Not even close. It's actually the other way around. No, Levi is off living his life. Actually, he's going back on the air in January. So you, oh, begging. I like this comment. She says, just begging money for nothing. And who is it that's begging for a $40,000 car, begging to keep on the road, begging to talk to Donald Trump? Has somewhere in the neighborhood of $25,000. The last I checked his various begging sites. Well, here we go. See, I have a feeling, I think Teresa is Astro again because it talks just like her, obsessed just like she is. Didn't do anything. They damaged the poor cycle. Yeah, Timmy was such a coward that he didn't show up in court in Ohio. Now, this thing in Tennessee, if this thing goes through, Tim is going to have to come to court because if he does not come to court, they'll dismiss the case. They're going to dismiss it anyway. Yeah, Fireman John called because you accused him of being part of the Delphi murder. So he called Delphi to declare that he was not. Well, I don't control the actions of Levi. And considering what uh, Tim has been saying to Levi, Levi's justified in his actions. Well, crossing my fingers on that one, Paula. Well, I'll tell you what, Teresa. Tim has to show up in court. If he doesn't show up in court, then they're going to dismiss everything. And if he does show up in court, then Levi has the right to cross examine him. Yeah, these people over on Teletur don't know a damn thing. Um, yeah, you start messing around with the U.S. federal court and with some of these vexatious lawsuits, and it can land you in a whole bunch of shit. The Trump's lawyers are learning that the hard way. Well, infiltrated. That was before um, Randy stalked Levi's aunt and the false accusations he made to Levi's aunt. That's stalking. And so they may be in for a rude awakening, from what I understand. Infiltrated once again is stating that Tim Holmseth and Randy Erickson are in possession of child pornography. So, infiltrated, answer me this. Why hasn't Randy Erickson gone to the sheriff's department and the Minneapolis FBI with that evidence? You just said it. Right above there. Mert, why did your friend Goddard send you child porn? Child porn. That's the image that Randy Erickson has on her device. You are stating that it is child porn. And just to make sure that it doesn't disappear, I'm going to take a screenshot of it because that's exactly what you said. This is what Infiltrated by Truth Punisher put up on her Telegram account. That statement declares that Randy Erickson is in possession of child pornography since that image is the image that Randy Erickson states Goddard sent her. She is in possession of it. Timmy's in possession of it. And Truth Punisher, or whatever the hell she calls herself over on Telegram, has just provided herself as a witness to that action. So smooth move, lady. Goddard sent an image, but you are saying that it is child pornography. And if it's child pornography and it has not been turned over to the FBI in Minneapolis, then Randy and Timmy are in possession of child pornography. The information is with the TBI, but the image is still on her device. I have spoken to the Minneapolis FBI. They do not have any information from Randy Erickson about that image. So you send a little message to Timmy and tell him that the Minneapolis FBI wants that image. They want the device it's on, whether it be a laptop or a phone. They want the phone. Otherwise, they won't do anything. TBI said the same thing. TBI says it's not a child. They've identified the person in the image. It's a porn worker at a website. And all it takes is 2 minutes and you can bring it up through a Google search. Very easy to find. A dozen people have found it. It is not a child. But if you want to lie and defame people and say it's child pornography, then you are saying that Tim Holseth is in possession of child pornography. You can't sidestep it. Because if they're running all over the country with this image and declaring it child pornography and it is still on their phone, then they are in possession of child pornography. Period. Why isn't this scrolling? The FBI in Minneapolis, Minnesota wants the device that the image is on. They refuse to hand it over. I'll be right back. Dang, you can't even pee in peace around here. God. No, they don't want the image on the USB. They want it on her phone. It was sent to a phone. That little thing that someone over on Telegram made love to with Timmy's image on it. A phone. Yeah, they want Randy's phone, and she refuses to give it to him. All she does is send images. She has not walked into the FBI in Minneapolis and handed them the phone and say there is child pornography on there. So, Randy is only an hour's drive from the Minneapolis FBI. It took me exactly an hour. When did they tell me that? Back around the time that Randy was at the TBI. No, not making shit up. Have her call. Take the damn phone to the FBI and tell them that there's child pornography on it. I dare them to do it. Give them the phone. Steubenville is old news. And, I did mention, I said there's things that Alex did that should not have done, but in the, probably vibrate, because Now remember, Timmy said that I talked to the FBI, remember? Don't you even read Timmy's blogs? Oh, Jesus Christ. This woman cannot. You need to get a hearing aid. I said Minneapolis, Minnesota. But, it's. I don't believe in the Lord, remember? Yes, it does. That's probable cause because you are reporting child pornography, Marlene, and that's if they are trying to pin child pornography on Alex Goddard, they're not doing it right. If I thought the image on my phone was child pornography, it would be in the hands of the FBI. And I have already talked to my law enforcement about the image, and they confirmed with the TBI that it is an adult, a very much alive adult. Yes, I do support the Ukraine. Because I don't know why they didn't take it. Because they gave them an image on a USB drive. So I don't know. I'm getting two different stories from HomeSouth and others about what's going on with that phone. There, Marlene, this troll over on Telegram has said this about you. Um, it's an a rape. It's apparently a rape apologist that's over on um, Teleturd. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They told me to take the image to my local FBI, and they looked at it. TBI looked at it, and it's of a living adult, a live adult. So Randy and Timmy are lying about the image. Because if that was a child, Alexander Goddard would have been in the Columbus FBI as we speak. I spoke to both Minnesota and my local FBI. Both. Get your hearing aid fixed. Because I first talked to the Minneapolis FBI, they asked me to take it over to my local FBI and let them look at it. They looked at it, determined it was an adult. They have talked to the TBI. They have determined it was an adult. Orlando, Maitland to be specific. Orlando has an FBI field office. There is no reason for me to go to Jacksonville because I am not in the Jacksonville district. I'm in the Orlando district. They said they were going to contact the TBI, which they did in my presence. And the TBI, I gave them all the information I had from the TBI about the image, and TBI confirmed it. It is a living adult. They've identified the woman that is on the image. They've talked to the woman. Case has been closed. I don't know what you mean by three-way. They called. Yeah, I was in the office. Marley, I'll fine. I'll post this over on the, since you're too stupid enough to come into my chat. This troll wants. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. I said the TBI said again, it's an adult porn star. They confirmed everything. Well, fine. Then I copied your message and sent it over there. So, and it's up to Marlene. Well, Marlene, what it is the FBI wants Randy's phone because Randy is making the charge that she received child pornography on the phone. An image is not sufficient to determine exactly where the image came from and the IP traffic on the phone itself. That's not in the image. It's only on her phone. They can't build a case if they don't have the phone. They would, there are a lot of technical things on a phone that they look at. And they told me when they looked at my phone, they said it's not going to do us any good because you were not sent the original image. You were sent a copy of the image from somebody else's phone. Randy has the original image. That's what they want to see. But they did do a track of the image through their forensic software and found out that it is an adult on the image, of a living adult. They went and contacted the individual and talked to her, and she confirmed it was her image. And anyone out there who knows how to do a search can find it. It's very easy to find. Tim Holmseth is supposed to be an investigative reporter, and yet he couldn't find the image because if he found the image, then he'd have to disavow the whole thing and say that it was an adult in there and not a dead person with small sex organs. And the reason it's small, where I don't know where to get that, is because the woman is Vietnamese. Vietnamese are short, slim individuals. How could they confirm anything by looking at it? Because they contacted the TBI TBI told them that they had backtraced the image that they were sent by Randy Erickson and confirmed that it was a living adult. Period. No, I don't watch Vietnamese porn. I don't believe. What is an underground layer for squirrels mean? Oh, the Pentagon pedophile fake force is calling me a liar. Of course they will. But the question is, why didn't Randy surrender the phone? All they have is an image. They do not have the phone. If TBI had Randy's phone, they would have taken the image off the phone. It's a standard operating procedure. They do not allow people to have child porn on their phone, regardless of the circumstances. They would have taken the image off the phone. Period. Well, neither do you. You're not even a United States citizen. You're a Canadian. You know nothing about how laws work in the United States. Yeah, you sit there and say all you are is a woman that teaches people how to give Botox shots or whatever it is you do up there. You know nothing about law enforcement in the United States. Obviously, TBI didn't tell your Orlando clown folks. Oh, you're calling the FBI clown folks. Well, what is it you do up there? What I don't understand is why she didn't turn the telephone over to the Minneapolis FBI. That is her jurisdiction. She received the image allegedly in Minnesota. Has nothing to do with Tennessee. I don't know why she took the phone to Tennessee in the first place. Because Timmy said that has nothing to do with the missing child in Tennessee. So why take the phone to Tennessee? It should have been taken to Minneapolis. Minneapolis asked the same question. They say, why did she take it to Tennessee? She lives here. So, this whole thing, they could sit there and whine and cry and say I'm lying and everything else. But it doesn't make sense that if a woman in Minneapolis, Minnesota, or a suburb of Minneapolis gets an illegal image, that she'd go all the way to the state of Tennessee and report it rather than in her home state. She does not live in Tennessee. She does not live in Ohio. She lives in Minnesota. That's where you report the crime. The more you lie, the more you age. Well, you seem to care. You know, Randy Erickson is accusing people of trafficking in child pornography, and yet rather than report it to her home state, she goes to a state she does not live in. Why go to Tennessee? She does not live in Tennessee. She lives in the state of Minnesota. Timmy declares that he lives in the state of Wisconsin. So either Minnesota or Wisconsin. Why Tennessee? Well, Pentagon Pedophile Task Force, you have no idea the investigation either. You still haven't answered the question. Why haven't you gone to the Minneapolis FBI? Why did you go to Tennessee? Yeah, that's the reason right there that he went to TBI, because he believes it's somewhere else, even though he denies it. They will not come out and say that it's child pornography. They kind of work around the edges because they know that once they admit that it's child pornography, then they're in trouble. And so they're hedging on it. But Infiltrated has declared that it is child pornography. And I'll just send a letter to Maitland advising him of that, saying that Infiltrated is declaring that it is child pornography. And I'm going to tell them who Infiltrated is. And they can talk to Infiltrated personally if they think it is child pornography. That's what Homestead thinks. Abigail Williams is missing in the state of Tennessee. So that's where they went. But these people don't want to admit this. But standard procedure, and anybody can check on this, is that if law enforcement discovers child pornography on a device, they confiscate the device, they do a forensic search on the device, they take the image off the device if they are inclined to return it. That's the way it happens. They had my phone for 24 hours and thoroughly examined it. The image is not Abigail Emmett. Busy setting up 2 new bogus blogs. Oh, you admit you're setting up fake blogs, LCD. TBI. All right, I'm going to put this question in here. Once again, I contacted TBI in Tennessee. They told me that they had done an examination of the image, did a backtrace, and found out that it is an adult porn individual. They have talked to the individual in the photograph and identified her as the person in the image. It is not a child, and the image is not of a dead person. And that was told to Randy and Timmy. I then contacted the Maitland FBI, took my phone to them. They kept it for 24 hours, took the image off the phone, and then talked to TBI, and TBI confirmed what I told Maitland, that it was an adult and they had identified the adult and they had talked to the adult. Now, I called TBI I went personally after I talked to Maitland FBI. They told me to bring the phone to them. It's a half-hour drive from my house. So I took the phone to them. Now, you're not going to believe it anyway. So what? Everything Tim says is true. He cannot lie because he's God. Timmy is your God. Can do no wrong. And nothing I say is true. So I don't know why you bother even talking to me. It's these phony Christians over on Teleturd. It's amazing. Fine. Because it's. Well, of course it wouldn't make any sense to you because it goes against your belief system of Timmy. It's pretty straightforward. The law enforcement has disavowed Timmy's image. Timmy wants desperately for people to think that it's child porn. Oh, okay. If the photo is confirmed to be an adult by the TBI, then why would Mert need to proceed to the FBI? I did that on my own just to let my local FBI know about the image. And that was that. Oh, the Bulgar liar is back. This mighty Bulgar individual who refuses to identify herself. Yeah, because he's convinced, infiltrated, that it is a child on there. That's how he works. He convinces people of this nonsense, and then when it all falls apart, they are left to pick up the pieces. Once again, if, look at how long this has been going on. I mean, what is it, over a month, 2 months that this image was first reported? And nobody has talked to Alex Goddard about the image. This is child pornography that Timmy is implying here. So I just, people don't want to think. Do you have children in your basement? Smitey, you apparently have never lived in Florida. We don't have basements down here. And no, I don't have children anywhere. Maybe it's you that has the children in the basement. And you're trying to project onto others what you yourself are doing. You don't even use a real name, Smitey. You hide behind a troll name. No, Goddard's not going to get a smackdown because he's not guilty of anything. If anything, Randy will eventually get charged with making false police reports. Because if she is saying that that is a child in that image, that's a false police report. Yeah. Oh, here we go with the fake chat. I figured the troll would come up with that because they're trying to sidetrack the conversation with Photoshop chats. Holmseth isn't going to get shit. The case is going to get dismissed. Um, he's already got several uh, arrest warrants out for him. Yeah, here we go with slander and defamation. It's easy to hide behind a fake username, isn't it, SP? Why don't you back up your accusations with your real name? Or are you too much of a coward to do that because you'd know that you'd probably get sued? No, I did not kill Trenton Duckett, Astro. Another false accusation. Here we go again. Well, so does this Alex Cuckoo. You know, now they're accusing me of killing Trenton Duckett, which Timmy's done for years. This is what Timmy's been accusing me of killing Trenton Duckett for almost a decade. Yes, they are. So they can they can go ahead and subpoena them, and they're going to find that Timmy was lying. So they're that's like I said. You know, I've got my hard drive here. That'll come into court. Yeah. Yeah, this little, I don't have the camera on. But this right here, this will come into court, and Timmy will have to answer for what's on here. Yeah, it'll be brought along with with the 2 banker boxes full of documentation that I have. So yeah, Timmy, you bring it on, Timmy. I would love to see you in court. Journalism, what a laugh. What is on there is defamation and slander against me and others. And all the snidey, vulgar posts are on there as well. And your post, everything on this Telegram page is on this drive. Boy, these people are incredibly gullible. It's amazing. It's sad that these people can be fooled so easily. Well, remember, Timothy Charles Holmseth has called me an FBI operative. He says that I'm with the CIA. and all of that. Yeah, yeah, show them the pictures. Along with your so-called proof that I'm Whitey Bulger and that I killed Trenton Duckett and that I had something to do with Casey Anthony case and that I'm the bridge guy. Oh yeah, they're gonna want to see all that. No, I will definitely go to court. What happened to that lawsuit you were going to file against me, SB? Never did see that. I guess that kind of went down the tubes because you will be called into court too. You're a material witness for the defense. So I would lawyer up if I were you. But this case is never going to go to court because the judge is going to throw it out. Timothy has never, ever won a lawsuit. Never. I'm not a coward like Timmy. I will show up in court. Timmy has never shown up for any of his court cases. He's got warrants for his arrest in the state of Minnesota. He's got an arrest warrant in the state of Ohio. And he's collecting arrest warrants like green staffs. Yes, I have. I've been to Tennessee. There's no assassins again. This is the biggest. You guys got to see this. This is the excuse that Timmy's using why he's not going to come to court. This was posted over on the Telegram channel. Now, here's the thing. Timmy has filed an action in Tennessee. If he does not show up in Tennessee for his lawsuit, the case will be thrown out. And then the defense can file a complaint for vexation litigation and force Timmy and Randy to pay their expenses for filing this frivolous lawsuit. International terrorists. Oh. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, somebody's been raiding my social media. Yeah, Tennessee's a good state. It's Blue Ridge Mountains. I love Biden as a sock account set up by Timmy to create fake drama. Well, he didn't show up in Ohio. He sure as hell ain't going to show up in Tennessee. Dale Hill still going. Anyone that thinks these folks have been what the hell is that? Now, putting up screenshots of Timmy's troll accounts that he made in order to create fake drama. Now that goes to Timmy. Timmy's the best liar. He's been lying for over a decade. This. But you go ahead. You go ahead and believe everything that Timmy says. No, I've proven it. It's on my YouTube's. Timmy won't depose him because he won't show up in court. That's why I have to come up with the clown show garbage. Ooh, my big empire here with 26 people. I don't know. Maybe Timmy will go on the floor like he did up at that nut ward. Remember what Timmy said in his little book? He got so drunk. Yeah, he got so drunk that he was on the floor. Let's see, where was this? From my plastic mat on the floor where I lay in paper pajamas, the tall dark figure in front of the open steel door speaks to me. Yeah. Ashley used to talk about Timmy being drunk, um, or about Levi, but here is Timmy admitting that he got so drunk that he almost died, woke up on the floor of a nut ward, and you ought to read the records I have about him up there. Amazing. But nobody checks this stuff. Murda's going back 15 years for dirt on Timmy's stream. Uh, wasn't a dream. Timmy actually admitted this is based on Timmy's writing in the book. He admitted that he got so intoxicated that he was on the floor of a nut ward. Tim Holmseth did. It's in the book. Did you even read this book? It's in there. It's in the introduction. He stated it. We've all done crazy shit while drunk. Who cares? Well, then why the obsession with Levi Page? Present day is, what have I done? Well, what the hell? Camera turned again. Stupid cat. But you allow stuff about him to be, you just had stuff in here about Levi Page. You know, but I digress. But all your accusations against me are based on Tim Holmseth. He is the insider here. And if it wasn't for Tim Holmseth, you never would have heard of me. And this is my point. So what, Teresa? Yeah, it's a 30-year-old trailer. You know, it's not the Vanderbilt mansion that I live in here. Yeah, Tim Holmseth is slandering and defaming me on a daily basis. He's done it for years. And all because I happen to be friends of Kim Bacasio. That's the only reason he attacks me. If I hadn't associated with Kim Bacasio, we wouldn't be here right now. Oh, so now you're accusing Lori of being a pedophile. Everybody's a pedophile that's on my channel. Isn't that amazing? See, this is the thing. These people can't engage in an adult debate. They gotta call everybody that disagrees with Timmy a pedophile. It's automatic. You know, and you're this is a deliberate attempt to chase people off my channel. Because why would anybody want to put up with this crap from you guys? No, I don't know the Vanderbilts. I know the Vanderbilt Mansion because it's a sightseeing, it's a tourist attraction. Oh, damn it. Her hooping friend. Well, whatever. No, I'm not related to Sigmund Freud. Troll. Gee. Dad, you're just like Astor. You ask stupid questions. Kind of weird what these people talk about over on Telegram. And notice if you were to go on Telegram right now, there's nothing over there except stuff about me. This thing is acting up. There we go. I don't have any employees. Yeah, that's where I did. Let's see, is that the one up in Kentucky I did the live stream at when covering the Lassiter case? Haven't been up there in years. I can't remember. Oh, you seem to care. Well, you are. Sit there and say nobody watches my shit, and here you are. I got 27 people in here. That's. All right, where the hell is this? Your situation's different, all right. John Murtaugh. Now, for some strange reason, they posted this town, and I don't know where this is. Well, I'll tell you, if I was Sigmund Freud, I'd be what, about 100 years old? Let's do a little research here, since this troll. Hey, Sigmund Freud died in 1939, so that'd make me. Uh, what in hell is that? Well, now we're. What are we doing? Offering real estate for sale here? So you're saying that this is Elmira, a city I haven't been to in 40 years? Nobody watches my shit, yet some woman just said she saw my camera turn. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, we can figure it out this way. Is this? Where in, where are you getting all these pictures from? I don't recognize any of this. Yeah, it's easy to put up pictures with no context. Yeah, I got to do this the hard way since people won't identify a picture. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Common Ground Health, Elmira. All right, so that's downtown Elmira. That must be the Lake Street Bridge. So why are we taking, son? I guess they decided to go sightseeing in Elmira. I haven't been in Elmira since 1980. So they've added some stuff here. And so let's see. Must be sightseeing Elmira. Punisher says your head is going to roll. Okay. What's she gonna do? Execute me? Seems violence seems to be her way. Oh, an Airstream. Actually, that's a top quality travel trailer. Yeah, Elmira, New York. That's where I was born and raised. I'm trying to think if that's Mark. I'm trying to. The house is what's got me. Where did it go? All right, so let's. So since we're doing a little bit of sightseeing, see John. They put up the name of John Murtaugh. Now that John Murtaugh was my son that died. Um, so I guess they're going to start attacking him. And he was named after my grandfather, who was a New York State senator. Oh, Tim just gives the book away. If you're a follower, you get a free book. Oh, what's yeah, more pictures of Elmira. Well, John Murtaugh's my son, so figure that out. All right, where is? God, I can't remember that house, and so that's what I want to look at. Is basically they're doing public domain stuff of Elmira, which is funny. All right, for some reason the image didn't. I got to do that again. So let me go back up. Oh, we got a message. What do we got? Not Elmira. You just said, don't I remember my hometown? And it's Elmira. So what is this now? John Durham is the OG Punisher. He says Whitey's head is going to roll. Fine. And it might be. But the picture I've got up right now is Elmira. Um, I'm trying to identify this house. Yeah, they're posting these pictures and not identifying them. I'm just curious about the house. Trying to figure out whose house this is. Oh, the Weber house. Okay. There's a lot of these big mansion type thingies in Elmira. So that this I thought maybe it was something. See, Mark Twain uh, lived in the later in his later years in Elmira, and he um, married a local woman out there, and they died in Elmira, and he's buried in the cemetery up there. Now, I don't know whose house this is. Uh, they put these things up here and then they don't identify them. Yeah, just for the hell of it, we'll see. See what this place is. When you're away from your hometown for 40, 50 years, you don't tend to remember things. So let's. Yeah, I guess this is a Astro thing. She likes to just put up random pictures and not identify them. So let's see what we have here. Brandon Sykes Showboat House. Okay, this is. I guess we're having a little history lesson here. But this is the picture they put up, and it's the W.D. Sykes became the fourth owner in 1919. He was a successful businessman during the Depression years. Um, W.D. Sykes. This is in Stewart County, Tennessee. So apparently somebody's sightseeing in Tennessee. Nice of them to identify the picture. Made me had to go hunt to see what the hell they were babbling about. Well, let's see. If Whitey is dead, why is John Durham saying he is head? Oh, yeah, maybe Johnny knows something we don't. Well, maybe Johnny's a crackpot. He's been debunked on a lot of things he says. I have no idea why they're posting the pictures. I guess they got nothing else better to do. Because another picture's been posted here. So I guess somebody's doing sightseeing. I don't know why they're but I'm not looking for my, if they're not going to identify these pictures, I'm not going to pay attention to them because, it's a waste of time. Yeah, that's what Astro does. She posts all this crap. She posts random pictures and, at least it's not people in their underwear. Yeah, John Durham is a crackpot. And you people are gullible as ever to believe that guy. He's been debunked I don't know how many times now. Oh, what the hell? They want to see some pictures? Okay. Since we like to do pictures. Let them do some investigative work. All right, there you go. Teleturds and ponder that one. Well, we got an RV park. Okay, Johnny. Hi, Johnny. Uh, you know where I live and everything, so you can give me a call. Tell me all this shit you got on me. See you in court. Come on, Johnny, bring it on. Bring it on, Johnny, bring it on. Bring it on, Johnny, 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 bring it on. Bring it on. Come on, Johnny, come out from hiding and give it all you got. I'm a waiting. It's a nice trailer park, RV park. Wonder where that is. Come on, Johnny, Bulger. The Bulger bitch says that you're listening. Come on out from your hiding. You hiding like Timmy does? Oh, what would you, RV park, what would you call it? Trailer park? Because those are, you don't know much about RVs. You hadn't hit it? No, Smitey said that Johnny's listening, and I'm saying, come on, Johnny. That's technically, you're wrong, IBT. That is, there's a difference between a trailer park and an RV park. Trailer parks, or mobile home parks as they're known, is for mobile homes like the ones that I got. RV parks is for those travel trailers that people, you know, travel around and set up in an RV park. We have those down in Florida as well. They come down here for 6 months from up north, Canada especially. And so, if you want to call that a trailer park, fine. Doesn't bother me a bit. I live in a trailer. You know, I'm not wealthy like all you people out there since you want to start a class war. Oh, the RV people don't mix with the trailer people? Well, they're two different things. Um, IBT. Kind of like the boaters and the sailboaters. Now, that's what you call a marina. Yeah, you know, boats, marinas, boat launches, that sort of thing. Huh. It's my old, this is, we hacking into my emails now? Well, Kathy, thank you for straightening that out because that's what trailer parks are. They're permanent. RV parks are temporary. I think maybe IBT is learning something here because the above is a RV park. Because the, well, it's, oh, it's Astro again. Okay. So I stand corrected. It's this Teresa Fighting for Justice, which is the latest Astro name. Yeah. You know, you do have those in Canada. Yeah, both actually. Just in case anybody's interested, this is an article and explaining the difference between an RV park and a mobile home park. That's a lie, Paula. What a liar. Ooh, they're reading you, Paula. Okay, picture of a house. I wonder what the, so what's the significance of this? Got a picture of a house here. No context. Care to explain? Okay. I know that house. How do I know that house? Well, let's see. We got a house. It's got a gazebo, couple chairs, couple trees, bunch of trees in the background. Nope, still don't get it. I look closely. Come on, Astro, explain the house. Since you seem to be doing a lot of stalking tonight. Ah, somebody's remodeled. Oh, this is my old house. People that own it now have done a lot of remodeling. That's why I didn't recognize it. So you got to understand something here when you're stalking uh, people's houses. Is um, people remodel houses now that I did not have that stuff there, and so this tree in the front yard wasn't there. That wooden thing over there with what looks like a birdhouse on it wasn't there. All these bushes wasn't there. That lattice fence wasn't there. The metal roof. Man, this is recent because this none of this was here when I owned that house. How the hell did you get all these pictures? You're are you stalking these people's website? Because this is not. These are. I'm going to have to let the new owners know that you people are stalking them. What the hell is that? Huh? The hell have they got in the window? Ooh, and they put up Dish Network. Not good. Yeah, why are you stalking the new owners of that house? My address is very well known, because that nutcase from the Arizona even drove to my house. Astro, what you are is a superb stalker. You know, I haven't lived in that house for 20 years or 14 years. So you're stalking a house I don't even live in. And how did you get pictures of the backyard? I mean, did you find? Are you going? Well, this is IBT. So you know the this is the thing. Um, I don't live in that house. That house is owned by somebody else. So why is whoever this Teresa person is publishing a photograph of a house that I do not live in, that I have not lived in over a decade? What's the reasoning behind that? Because now the photograph of that house is out there on Telegram for everyone to see and published it. Mert went to Tim's old apartment. Yeah, Tim is a public figure. Look it up. Public figure. He makes declarations that he is famous, that he is closely associated with the former president of the United States. So it's not stalking. You own the house. Really? Well, tell you what I'm going to do. I live 10 minutes from that house. I'm going to download these pictures into my printer, print them out, and I am going to go up and talk to the resident of that house and say, did you know that your landlord or owner of this house is posting these pictures on the internet? And let's see what they say. So, yeah, you can say you own the house, Astro, but you're going to be explaining to the new owners of the house why you are posting pictures of their house on the internet. Premier Sales and Service. Oh, these must be the people that took over my Ocala location. It's the only explanation I can. 352. Actually, next time I go up there, I'll look at that dealership and see where this is. I'm not understanding why you take. I'm not understanding any of this. Oh, I know how I can. You just screwed yourself. Because guess what? I can look up. I can look up who owns the house on Lake County uh, listings, and it'll show the current owner of the house. Well, thank you for that information. Well, I'll tell you, Kathy Lake, just like I found out the images that have been posted by Astro, uh, reverse image search will show the address of the house. And people know my address from when I used to live in Sorrento. So it's going to be very easy to find out that address. Oh, I got pictures of trees. Oh, this is the old address. This is where I used to live down in Orlando. They tore that building down. Oh, this is a clever way of doxing people. I don't know what nice tree. This is all public information, so you're not, all you're doing is uh, stalking me. The 5 types of stalkers and how to stay safe. Yeah. Tell us again, please, your address. Well, I'm going to let you guys investigate. I mean, you're supposed to be an investigator, so you investigate. Your Randy has my address, and Astro here seems to have all my former addresses because now that I see what Astro's doing, see, infiltrated by Truth has my address. Now, isn't that something? So, Smitey, I'm surprised your investigator hasn't found my address because of this lawsuit that you're threatening against me. Then I'm confused about this parking or about this dealership up here. Premier. Yeah, let me do this because I'm curious because I have nothing to do with this dealership. I don't know why it's even up there. The hell is this? Oh, this. Wow, they remodeled the hell out of that. This looks like the old Tam Drive address. Somebody's, interesting. Boy, people have been doing a lot of remodeling. Well, for some reason, everybody wants to know my residential history. And there's one address you've left out. I'm curious to see, since you were up in Elmira, there's one address you left out. My connection to Palatka, Florida is that that was the headquarters of my dealership was in Palatka. I'm surprised you don't know that one. My primary location was STI Auto Sales in Putnam County, Palatka, Florida. Uh, yeah, I'm friends of the county sheriff up there. I've done business with the Putnam County Sheriff's Department. I used to buy all their police cars. Somebody ought to, somebody ought to put up Cuckoo's house. Nope, not car parts. Palatka's a nice town, as a matter of fact. Did you deal in car parts? No, I did not deal in car parts. I bought and sold automobiles. Former Putnam County sheriff arrested on DUI charge. Oh, just like Timmy got arrested for DUI. Oh, so you don't want to put up pictures of your house, even though people are putting up pictures of my former residences? I see, double standard. Yeah, I used to buy um, cop cars, usually through the auction up there, refurbish the vehicles and sell them on my lot. For some people, like some people like old cars down here, old cop cars. Crown Victorias are very popular in Florida, and the Dodge Charger, stuff like that. Are they saying? Beck Ford? Yeah, no, I don't know how long. Let's see, how long was he? Well, number one, this is an old article. This is 2017. I mean, that's 6 years ago for one. And there's been a lot of Jay and Grady Judd had hit some of his deputies. Well, I'll tell you what, Infiltrated, why don't you find that out yourself since you're supposed to be this Canadian researcher or investigator or whatever it is that Timmy called you? You go ahead and you do all the investigating. I'm not going to do your work for you. Well, Timothy Holmseth is loaded in with corruption. Go for it. This is going to be one of these commercial things. Jeez. Well, I'll tell you, these people are acting weird tonight. This isn't even. Yeah, I don't want a commercial. I want a free report. Hell with this shit. Jesus Christ. Boy, that value shot up. Oh, shit. Screw it. I'd just love to know how they got those pictures. But I'll call up there tomorrow and find out about that. Because I'm sure they're gonna love to know that their house is all over the internet. Eh, things got kind of quiet over there. Okay. I'm be real curious how they got those pictures. It's on real estate said websites. Really? Why don't you link it to me to prove it? Otherwise, you're going to have. You just said you own the house. So why would it be on a real estate website if you own the house? Or did you lie? Did two men work together in the Delphi Bridge murders? Hmm. No, I can't figure out how she got the listings because I just tried Zillow and it's not showing up. And the only way those pictures would be up there is if the house is for sale. I lied, you fell for it. Well, see, if you can lie about owning the house, that means you can lie about everything else. So again, link the real estate picture. Or are you too much of a chicken to do that? You a chicken shit that you won't link the pictures that shows how you're stalking people's property? Of course. Oh, she deleted, said she lied. Too late, I already copied it. You notice that, IBT? She said she lied and then she deleted it. I know the address. I used to own the fucking house. I want to know how you found it. All you got to do is post the name of the real estate thing. You can do that without posting the address, but you're too much of a chicken. Well, no, I don't. I may make a mistake, but I don't lie. Tim's the one that does all the lying. Oh, of course you do, because you're probably her under a troll account for a living. Yeah, you do. You lie for a living. Timmy's a pathological liar. But you guys fall for his shit, so more power to you. Shows how brain dead all you people are. And chicken shit won't post the real estate database where that house came from. But I am going to go up and talk to the owners of the house and tell them that their pictures are all over the internet. because they can opt out. They can call a real estate database and opt out of that. Man, he's a genius at lying. Boy, your bar is really low on who's a genius and who's not. It's funny. These people are funny over there. Steve Bannon, yeah, they're spamming the account again. I can't believe 20 people are hanging around in here. A load of the 20 people, Kathy Lake never lies. Ha 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 ha. Timmy lies about everything. Oh, you've taken an intimate look at his work, all right. You've already posted about it. That was the funniest thing I have ever heard. Well, see, a friend of mine who's a Lake County deputy sheriff lives up at the end of the road. Uh, and so I'm going to call him in the morning and let him know what's going on. And I'll let him go down and talk to him because he's met them. If he was a liar, you bet. Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to put this in here. You see, guys. Well, Teresa, you seem to be able to figure it wasn't a foreclosure. It's what's known as a short sale. Um, but I'm sure you could check your real estate, so you should be able to figure that one out. That's correct. Short sale is not a foreclosure. It was a way they came up during the real estate crisis that happened back in 2010. Um, they came up with a short sale option so that you could avoid foreclosure. Somebody didn't do very good research. No, a short sale is not a foreclosure. They even said so in the contract I signed. I was actually paid to sell the house. I acted as a real estate agent. I don't know what you guys do up in Canada, but we have a short sale option down here. Oh, you're looking into my credit report. You know that's illegal. Under the Fair Credit Report Act, you should not have access to my credit report. So I guess I'll be calling. I'll be making some calls. No, the only part that's made public is the real estate transaction. Not credit reports are not public information. I used to own a dealership. I work with credit reports. Well, then you can provide the information. Provide the information. If it's public, provide it. I got nothing to hide. It's not a foreclosure. Geez, I guess I gotta do your people's homework. Go find it yourself. Yeah, because you know that you may be violating the law. Okay. So yeah, it automatically archives to my phone. But so if they delete it. But just in case anybody's interested, this is the difference between a short sale and a short sale foreclosure. A short sale is a voluntary process. When the homeowner sells the property for an amount that is far less than what is owed on the mortgage, it is called a short sale. For example, if a homeowner owes $200,000 on the mortgage, but a financial crisis forces them to sell the house for $175,000, the remaining amount of the mortgage, $25,000, and any costs associated with the sale are still owed by the homeowner. A foreclosure, on the other hand, is involuntarily. In this case, the mortgage holder, the lender, or the bank takes legal action to seize the home after the homeowner fails to make a specific number of monthly payments. In a foreclosure, the lender takes ownership of the mortgage property and sells it to recover the amount owed on the mortgage. So that's the difference between a mortgage and a foreclosure and a short sale. So you learned something new here today, kiddies. Cannot borrow again, minimum 2 years. The house was sold in 1910 or 2010. Whatever the difference is, I lost the house. So, you people can jump for joy because defamation and slander caused me to lose my house, something I worked for all my life and all the memories that went with it. So, celebrate my bad luck. That's all you people are capable of. I got relegated to a 30-year-old trailer because it's all I can afford now. I'm not jealous of Randy. I wish I never heard of her. She's an instigator of the slander and legally liable for her actions. ZZ Top. Mert called his employer. Once again, Tim Holmseth is a public figure. Public. Well, you see, Lori, they're desperate. They want to shut me down, and they figure by dredging all this up, it's going to force me to shut down. But I have nothing to hide. Everybody knows my story. I had a $3 million business per year that I was making. And this was lost due to Republican financial policies. And also due to the attacks that were made against my business, people were giving fake bad reviews. Um, and I am one of about 6 million people that lost their houses in 2010 due to this uh, financial crisis. Oh, here we go again. How come the hairs match perfectly between Mert and Whitey Bulger? Mert got Tim fired. Really? When I went to Minnesota, Tim was unemployed. He was gone. So how could I get Tim fired from a job he didn't even have? Where's your proof of that one? Another one of these accusations you make, you can't prove. Timmy was a pizza delivery driver at the time that he went to court, and he skipped out of court. So, you can lie all you want, IBT. I paid for my trip to Minnesota. I didn't call CPS. Another lie. Yeah, it's funny. You come up with all this stuff and you can't even prove it. No. This is the lie that they're putting over on. Why isn't this working? They are saying that people called Timmy's employer and told him that he was a pedophile. Well, the problem with that is Timmy didn't have a job. When he was on trial in Minnesota, he was unemployed. Jeez. Making false reports, threatening his children. Nope, those are all lies. Timmy's children are adults. And they ain't going to get $40 million. They ain't going to get 40 cents. So you can dream on that all you want. Told the Secret Service he was dangerous. What I told the Secret Service is the guy had a warrant out for his arrest. And then he was claiming on the internet to be in contact with Melania Trump. I told the Secret Service exactly what Timmy said on his blog. And you can go back and look. And it's there on his blog. He said he had talked to Melania Trump. Nobody said anything about his children. I didn't. Timmy's the nut. Tim's daughter was 16 when you defamed her. I didn't talk about Tim's daughter, so don't lay that on me, Kathy. I'm not the one that photographed his son wearing a dress. No, I did not call Timmy's employer because Timmy was not employed. When I went to Minnesota, Timmy was not employed. Period. Defamed Tim's son with that photo. I didn't take the picture. Who posted the pedo information about her? That was a court case. It's matter of public record. Remember, you people like public records? Well, that case is public record. Look it up. His son is coming for defamation too. Yeah, good luck with that. People are making stuff up again. Well, be sure to send me the court papers. You know my address, so give it to them. And because his son can get up in court and explain the picture and how the circumstances behind it. I love to hear that one myself. Oh boy. Uh, all Did Chad give you the photo of Timmy's son? No, the photo showed up from an anonymous source. I never did find out who sent the picture. Well, he is dangerous. You know, he's responsible for at least a dozen death threats against me. Chad and Mert work in tandem. Huh. Okay, whatever, Teresa. Kind of interesting, Teresa, how you know stuff and you're supposed to be from Steubenville. There's more than one photo? Ooh, we got a revelation here, folks. This is breaking news, folks. This is something that I wasn't aware of until right now about it. According to this post here from Infiltrated by Truth Punisher, there is more than one photo of Tim's son. And now, what is the nature of that photo? We don't know because I've never seen it. And I don't know anybody that has seen it except perhaps um, Truth Punisher. And yes, I will ask Glow about it. And, you know, proof. You know, and again, the question is, why is Timmy taking pictures or having pictures taken of his minor child dressed up as a girl? Did you really want to make that up, Mert? That's not what you said. Well, I posted it's on my board. It says right here. 12/17/2022, 11:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is more than one photo. It's right there. That's what was said. So, Kathy, you work it out. How did Glow get the photo? I don't know. I was told that it was posted publicly on an internet site. I don't know how. She said there's more than one photo. What does that mean? You assume a lot. Well, maybe she can explain it then. She's the one that said it. He worries about old real estate. Now he is doing breaking news about Tim's son. I am posting breaking news about what you said about Tim's son. Oh, now she's backtracking. Oops. Her latest statement: I never said what the photo was or how the photo was obtained. Well, she backpedaled on that real quick. It's going to come back to haunt people, I'm sure. Not at all. See, these people, they get cornered and then they try to lash out and change. They do the spin. They're like a merry-go-round. They go round and around and around and around and around. They ought to just hang it up. It's not the photos, it's what comments Murd made about the photo on his live stream. Oh, okay. It's called an opinion. Extortion. Oh, really? What was the extortion? That is, don't see, whatever the hell that is. Yeah, more spam. These people are twisting themselves up at knots trying to figure this out now. Extortion was made. What extortion? Now we have another accusation. So what's this extortion? What's the proof of this extortion? Doo, 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 doo. See, they bounce around these accusations and they just don't come up with any proof. It's like this Weddy Bulger business. I mean, they accuse me of being looking like a dead guy. They accuse preserve your records. That's exactly what I'm doing. Short-term memory loss due to clot shot. Well, maybe that's. Yeah, I thought Timmy didn't take a clot shot. You know, you're accusing extortion here. Let's come up with the proof of the extortion. I'm the one that's been extorted. I was told to either get off the air or else. I was told if I crossed the line, I was going to get attacked. That's extortion. Yeah, I remember what I said because I've got it right here. But you people have accused someone of extortion. What's the extortion? Well, let's see. They're probably over in the private chat trying to figure out how to get out of this one. Do, 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 do. Boy, Mittens, you're having a field day in there. Well, we're getting up to the top of the hour, and I'm going to close this down shortly. These people are all over the map. Better go hit that crack pipe again. Oh, now you're accusing me of drug abuse. I believe you went after Tim via CPS. No, I didn't. Using the photo? Nope. Wrong. Yeah, it's kind of hard to go to the CPS about Tim's son because Timothy didn't have custody of his son. His mother has custody of his son or had custody of the son. So it's not going to do any good to go to CPS because he doesn't even have custody of the child. It's in the court records, IBT. Look it up. There was a case filed. Well, maybe now he does because the kid's an adult. But how can Tim have custody of the son when he's not around him? I have looked it up. Well, Kathy, little problem. The son is an adult. Yes, he did. The court case said that he had to take down the photograph of Haley Cummings. He couldn't talk about Haley Cummings in the presence of his son. This is agreed to. It's in the court record. Now, if you people don't want to look it up, that's too damn bad, but it's public record. It's out there. Anywhere from 18 up. And it was right in here. You guys said not 20 minutes ago that he's an adult. Jesus Christ, you people are stupid. Again, go ahead. Yes, you did. And his son is. Oh boy, these people are morons. Let's see. Huh. Interesting. Well, interesting. Hmm. Interesting. Well, yeah, he's definitely an adult. Accusing me of drug use, more defamation. People just don't know when to quit. Well, it's been 3 hours, folks. I'm going to call it a night. I think I'm going to go in and watch Netflix for a while, and then, you know, I got things to do in the morning now. I got to go up to Sorrento and see some people. Um, so, but, these people, it's just unbelievable. Agent 19 will be unmasked. He posted the photo on his channel. Okay. Got that little Canadian in there. Agent 19, Mert, and Chad worked in tandem to go after his son. That's false. That's a lie, Teresa slash Astro. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you and yours, folks. To all my supporters out there. Stop calling me Astro. Well, you act like Astro. Well, you should, Teresa, because you're Astro. Going into overtime here, folks. Teresa's denying that she's Astro. The pedophile propaganda roots of Netflix. Oh, here we go. what a what a bunch of loons.
The Detroit Red Wings most recently played the Ottawa Senators. Next, they will play the Washington Capitals on Monday, December 19th at 7 p.m.
I don't know what keeps setting that stupid thing off. Yeah, that's a lawsuit that's going nowhere. Well, pacemaker. December 14th is the last we've heard from that. So we'll have to see how that comes out. A lawsuit. Oh, Smitey, I think you're Astro too because you don't exist. You used a stock photo from a cosmetics ad in your Twitter feed, and then you changed your name and everything else. So you're as phony as the rest of them. Oh, interesting that you put that up there. I want to put this in the room so people can see it. Because even though I'm going to officially be logging off, this is an action I filed in Orange County. Yeah, of course it was dismissed. It's like the case was dismissed in against me and Kim Picazio. It's not easy getting a injunction against a female. I wasn't laughed out of court. I was told to follow up, and I decided against it. But it's the evidence is in court. But it's just like the case is going to be dismissed up in Tennessee. So should know that by Monday. Yeah, if Randy was so smart, she would have showed up in Ohio. She lost a golden opportunity not showing up in Ohio. So that's all the posts she made about me and the threats. And look at the court. It's in the docket. Look it up. And the coward did not go to Ohio. Now she's got an arrest warrant out. See, now, if I wanted to, I could take the stuff from Ohio and refile the case. There's nothing that says I can't refile that case. But it doesn't do any good because she doesn't comply with the law. I mean, look at what happened with Homestead. Homestead is running around defaming everybody. It's only one case. This is the thing. They brag about defaming and slandering me and the fact that I couldn't get a biased court to do anything about it. So what can I say? Yeah, look at all, Tim Homestead has not won one case. He has filed at least a dozen of these cases and he's lost every single one of them. So, yeah, truth always wins and Timmy's going to lose. Because the truth about Timmy's going to come out eventually. Now, you guys can sit there and you can celebrate and do all you want, but sooner or later, Timmy's going to get what's coming to him. Yeah, and guess what Lisa did? Lisa came all the way from Arizona, took pictures of my house and plastered them all over the internet. And guess what? You don't see Lisa on the internet anymore, do you? And that was a temporary restraining order. It was up in a year. The restraining orders that Kim Picazio has against Tim Homestead is permanent. Oh, here we are, calling me Whitey again. That's a lie, Smitey. Liza is dead. Oh, you got proof of that? Because there's no. So now you're accusing me of murder. Here we go again. This is another murder I'm accused of. Well, Smitey, why don't you lie. You won't even give out your real name. Broward Court doesn't count. Oh, of course not. Then why is Timmy refusing to go back to the state of Minnesota? Of course I hated Lisa. She gave away my login information and caused the fake chat to be created. You prove it. You make the accusation, you prove it. This is a one-sided thing here. I'm supposed to give all this proof and you guys don't have to give any. Don't work that way. Yeah, because he's a coward. Everybody knows my location. I don't hide. I'm not afraid of anybody. But Timmy's afraid of his own shadow. So, he thinks the world is out to kill him. Nobody cares about Timmy. He's a janitor that wouldn't take a bath. Guy sued the freaking Weather Bureau of all things. What kind of a moron does that? Sues the Weather Bureau. Wow. Oh, another lie. The finder's cult. Prove that one, smiley Astro Bulger. If I'm in this finder's cult, prove it. Why do I hate Lisa? Well, let's see. Lisa came into my chat and tried to defend a woman who is a unregistered sex offender by saying that her children lied to law enforcement. Then that woman went and gave out my login information to 4chan, who came in and created the fake chat that's always put up. That's why I hate Lisa Marie Sack. No, I did not. Lisa's married, was married. And if you saw Lisa, you wouldn't want to sleep with her. Another another false accusation. You just keep coming up with it. Yeah, yeah. This is funny. Timmy sued the National Weather Bureau because the National Weather Bureau complained to his employer that Tim Holmseth would not take a shower and was creating disturbances on the site. Timmy didn't work for the Weather Bureau. Timmy worked for a temp agency. But of course, he doesn't say that. And it's a matter of court record. Then why did the court rule in Lisa's favor? Because she lied, and she's a woman. And in order to fight that case, I would have had to fly to Arizona. That was filed in Arizona. I would have had to fly to Arizona to defend the case. That's why. Mert, tell us about the woman you wanted to room with on the cruise. Well, you got that one wrong, Astro. And I've already talked about that. Go rewind some of my videos. That woman wanted me to come on the cruise with her so she could sell a book that she was going to write about Casey Anthony. That's what that story was. Well, that's another lie. You like to put these things backward. I don't do anything. It's Timmy that does this stuff. I was trying to explain a hypothetical as to why Timmy's running around looking at all these yachts. You always see Timmy with pictures in front of yachts, especially one. No, it was a yacht. It was a 37-foot sailing yacht, ocean capable. He actually went in and got the price of the yacht. The place where Timmy Holmseth took the picture of the yacht. That's who sells yachts. He's taken 3 different pictures in front of yachts. And in the one place he took the picture, actually two, he went in, got a brochure from the dealer and the price of the yacht. And you're lying, quit with the lies, Smitey. You're just making yourself look foolish. Anyway, folks, I'm going to call it. Uh, thanks for tuning in. And I'll keep in contact to let you know there's a couple cases that are being decided next week, hopefully, and I'll make updates as I get them. Um, but anyway, have a good night, everybody, and have a good one.